have not been in front of the camera in so long. This is so weird. They're gonna be like, where have you been at? I'm gonna just let that cool off, okay? Before I burn my tongue. All right. Honestly, I feel weird even saying like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, because y'all gonna be like, what channel? Excuse me, like you've been gone for a while. Hello? Like months, okay? So what channel? You're lucky I'm even watching. And if you are watching, I'm so thankful for you. I'm laughing because I'm just like in a better headspace now. So I'm very happy to even be here right now. This is such an impromptu like opening, but I am in a different area. My room is like very loud right now. So I'm just like, you know what? We're gonna go in the kitchen, get some natural lighting. Let me know if you guys like it, if I should switch it up. If you guys like the purple room, let me know in the comments down below. But guys, I'm gonna do it anyway. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like seriously, all jokes aside, like I am so thankful for you guys, for those that have still been messaging me, emailing me. Like I'm just so thankful for you for this season that I've been going through. It's been really tough. But if you have reached out to me and I haven't responded, I'm so sorry. Please try again. Or if it doesn't, you know, fit the scenario you're in anymore, that's okay. But I am just so thankful for my Graceful Fam, because like I just got a comment, and I'm actually gonna post the comment or the DM that I got, and it just was like something so simple like, I miss you on YouTube, hope everything is going well. And I really just sat up like in my bed and I was like, girl, get it together. Get it together. So here I am. I really am just gonna get right into it because I have a lot to talk about. I've been away for a while. And I'm just gonna start by saying, if I could sum up the last 6 months of my new grad nursing experience, I would say utter chaos. Like, I know y'all probably expect me to be like, oh, like it was okay, like everything was fine. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Your girl was struggling. Your girl was struggling physically, mentally, everything. And I'm just really here to be really raw and honest with you guys, because I feel like I owe that to, whether it's one person watching, 3 people, 5 people, 500, I don't really care. When I started, I had like 2 people watching, and I was so grateful for that. I'm still grateful for it. So I don't really care how many people are watching. This is more so me sharing my truth, because I feel like when I started here, it was more so me sharing with you guys like, look, like I wasn't the best nursing school student. I got kicked out of nursing school. I started again. I got into NYU. I graduated. I got a job. Here I am. And for me to kind of just feel like in this space of like, I'm questioning nursing right now in this season post-COVID, and just what nursing really means to society right now and the respective nurses right now. I'm questioning how difficult it is being a new grad nurse in such a critical unit. I am questioning so many things that I'm just like, I just feel like a rug was slipped from under me. Like, I feel like being a new grad nurse, like this is across the board. It doesn't, like, it's not just for COVID right now, but I can only speak to my personal experience. I know nurses throughout the years, decades, years and years have been struggling, you know, as a new grad. And I know I'm not the only one, but I just felt like, yo, like this time that we're going in is really something right now. So long story short, I'm not going to dedicate this whole video to like my whole experience, because I just feel like this will be a super long video. But of course, if you guys have more questions, more video ideas, please feel free to leave them down below. But I just kind of want to give a summary in a nutshell, because you guys deserve that. But for me, the reason why it has really been tough for me is just because, for one, I'm starting as a new grad in not only am I learning how to be a new nurse, right? But I'm learning how to be a critical nurse. And this is during a time where nursing in general, like people are burnt out from COVID, right? So there's a lot of senior nurses that are just tired. They're tired from COVID. So either they're leaving the unit, they're going to a different shift, or they don't even want to be a nurse anymore. They're trying to start up their business. Nurses are tired, and they have every right to be tired. You know, one second we're heroes, and then the next second if we don't get a vaccine or this and this, you're getting fired. You know, there's so many stipulations. And to be honest, like when it comes to the management, sometimes it's like some units care about their nurses, and to some units, you're just a warm body. You know what I mean? So if you're unable to make it that shift, on to the next. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of ups and downs and a lot of rifts in nursing right now. So I feel like when I started the ER, I never saw myself as an ER nurse to begin with. So I just was grateful that I had a great preceptor that really taught me the ropes. But I just felt like as soon as I was off orientation, it was every man for themselves. And for those of you guys that know, I was a night shift nurse. So not only am I just adjusting to being a nurse, being an ER nurse, being a night shift nurse, like I just felt like a lot of things were going on at the same time. And I felt like over periods of time, I started off on the unit like, you know, there was senior nurses around. So even though it was pretty scary, you know, as any new nurse would be, you know, you kind of felt a little comfort in knowing that there was senior people around you. But as the months went on, I just started realizing like, wait, hello? Am I the most senior nurse here? Or am I like on this side? Or am I one of the 3 senior nurses here today? Like, what? I just started yesterday. Like, this is real life. Like, I know I'm not the only one. I've spoken to like a lot of my friends, my nursing friends and stuff, and we're all going through the same thing. So I just kind of felt like I wanted to be real and honest. Anyone that went to school during COVID times and after are going through this right now. If you are a new nurse, whether you're starting right now, I don't feel like this is going to change tomorrow. I feel like this is like an evolution of what nursing is today. A lot of people are leaving to go to travel nursing. A lot of people are just tired, management this, management that. And I'm just like feeling like I just felt so unsupported on nights just because, and sometimes it's like, who can you really blame, right? Everyone can point the finger at everyone, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, can you blame management if they have no control of whether people can stay or not stay? You know what I mean? When I started, there were some senior nurses and now there's not any. So it's like, I just felt super unprotected. Like, you know, management can do but so much, but they're not with you when you have a critical patient crashing or coding and you don't know right from left or a certain situation, or you don't know what rate to start this drip at immediately. You know what I mean? Yes, okay, look it up on the protocol, but I work in the ER, so certain things you just need to know, you know what I mean? And I do my due diligence. I look up things on my day off. I look up things from other patients, even if it wasn't my patient and there was something I didn't know. I'm like, look, if I get caught in that situation, let me look this up now so I know what to do. That's the type of person that I am. But not everybody's like that. You know, if I don't feel comfortable with something, I'll voice it. If I have a question, I'll ask it. But let's be honest, when you're in a critical situation, you don't have time to pull up the computer and be like, sorry, let me look up what rate this starts at. Sorry, let me go find the only senior nurse in this whole department that happens to be on the other side while my patient's actively crashing. I can't do that. So I just went through a period of time where it was a lot for me emotionally. I just felt like because by default, there was a lot of new nurses starting, by default, I became like one of the senior nurses. Not really, because I started 2 seconds ago, meaning like a year, but my year is still more senior to somebody that started 4 months ago, right? And my department is all new grads, fairly new grads with maybe 5% senior nurses, but those senior nurses have to be like, you know, on like the more critical sides or things like that. So over time, I started to realize like I got put in the same areas over and over and over again. So either way, there was a moment in time like during the winter where every shift that I went in, I was either trauma, I was either on this really critical side, and where I work and the population that I cater to, or like the hospital caters to, these are like really sick patients. Like they come in already like on their last breath, like literally like respiratory distress, cardiac arrest, strokes, that like STEMI, anything that you could think of, people are coming in. So you never know. It's not like a emergency department where you rarely once in a while get something. It's like, no, sometimes we use crash cards so much we have to go to another side to get more like medications. It's a lot. I just didn't know where to go or look or turn. Like I just felt very overwhelmed, and I felt sad, and even more sad about it because I felt like, you know, people are looking to me to help them to get through nursing school, and then I get on the other end and I'm like, nursing is not it. I felt like You ever you ever been to like an event, right? Or you thought it was gonna be something and then you get to the party and like let's say you see like, you know, like bugs crawling everywhere, or you see like pee in the corner, or you get to an event and you're like, ugh, like you tiptoeing like, oh my gosh, this is what it is. I thought this was gonna be a nice place. Or you go on a date and you thought it was gonna be a 5-star restaurant, but they really took you to McDonald's. That's really what I was thinking nursing was. Like, I'm really serious. Like, I was like, not me going to NYU and me thinking nursing was all of that. I always knew nursing was going to be hard. Don't get me wrong, like, you know, but I really walked into the nitty gritty and I was like, wait a minute, am I at Wendy's? Like, what's going on? What is nursing? So I really went into like a hole because not persona, but like I kind of was so motivating to people and I kind of felt, and I was questioning what nursing was doing in return to me. And so I really just wanted to come on here and be open and honest a year later to say that nursing is no joke. And it is still rewarding, I will say. Like, I'm not gonna say like I regret it and all these things like that. No, but I do want to be honest. Like, that's all I've ever been, was honest. Like, and just say like, you know I was told my first year would be tough, but I mean, like, I didn't know I was gonna get jumped. Like, that's how I feel. That's how I felt. Like, a tough shift for me when I first started, like even on the non-critical sides, like during COVID, like the Omicron variant, like I would walk into work at 7 p.m. and already have 10 patients, like to the point where I'm screaming in the hallway, like, Bob, is there a Bob? No? Okay. I can't even keep track of where my patients are in the hallway. You know, there's not enough space in the room. Transport's asking you for this. This doctor's asking you, when are you gonna do this? And in my department, we draw labs. We have to put in our own IV. We give the medication. We discharge the patients. We do a lot. Like, you would think everything. Like, we do everything. Like, so, you know, we're doing it. Just, I can't even, like, so many thoughts going in my head right now. But like, imagine like 10 patients, and then on top of that, like, you're getting more. Like, once somebody leaves, another one comes in. Once another one leaves, another one comes in, right? So those are like the non-critical sides on a really bad night. Of course, they're not always like that. Sometimes you have one patient for a few hours. Sometimes you have two and it's a chill night. But when it's bad, it's bad. Like, on the critical side, like, you know, you can have maybe 4 patients at most. You know, 3 patients is the norm, but sometimes if it's busy, you may have like 2 hallway patients on a critical side on monitors because we don't have the space. But either way, like, there was a time where I just was coding patients like every other shift, to the point where my senior nurse, she precepted me on nights, and she was like, are you okay? Like, she put her hand on my shoulder and she's like, are you okay? I just feel like every time you're here, you're calling a rapid response, you're doing chest compressions, you're coding somebody. Like, every senior nurse there could have came to me and be like, nah, like, actually, you going through it, to the point where the newer nurses were like, Ashley's always trauma, she's always on the critical side, she's always this. And it's like, sure, maybe they thought like, you know, Ashley has some common sense, maybe, I don't know. But to me, I kind of was just like, this is a lot. I'm overwhelmed, but I carry it very calmly. But I still was just like, am I depressed? Do I like nursing? Like, I really was going through it. So all of this to say, like, this is kind of just like 5% of my experiences. Like, I think I may do like a story time or something along those lines, because I just feel like I'm kind of giving a general synopsis, because I don't want this to be so long. But this is not to take away from me feeling like, by being thrown on the deep end, I have gained so much confidence. Like, I know I've only been a nurse like a year and change, but like, me being put in this situation, although not ideal, I feel like I have gained so much confidence. I have learned so much, been put in so many situations, that I feel like a regular, like, back when times were regular, like, what I mean regular, like, not COVID, not like all of these crazy things going on in the world. Like, I feel like I have been put in a pressure cooker, and what happens, right? Like, diamond is made with a lot of pressure, right? That's how diamonds are made. So that's kind of how I feel. I feel like, granted, I have been beat up, jumped, rug pulled from under me. Like, I feel like, oh my gosh, like, you know, like crazy. But even with that being said, I still feel grateful for the opportunity because I feel like, you know, towards the end of this year, I feel more confident. I feel like, yeah, I still am new, but I'm not incompetent. You know what I mean? I still am new, but I've been through some things. I've seen some things. I've been through a few codes. I may still question some things I never seen before. And you should always question, because even if you've been here for 10 years, there's always gonna be something that you don't know. So you should always be asking questions. So I'm always gonna be still asking questions, and that's something that I've accepted, but I just feel a little bit more at ease about it. I don't have that like bubble guts before I go to work anymore. So there is light at the end of the road. I'm just here to tell you guys that it is true. Like, I kind of went through a period of just like, wow, like this is not what I thought it was. School can sometimes coiffure and put a pretty bow on nursing. And I just felt like I got just real down and dirty with this career and started like with a deep dive. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. But while I was going through like just kind of this like mental, I don't know, like questioning everything about nursing, and just really not feeling the best, I did find this one person. Her real name is Janelle Gooden, but on Instagram it's Novice is the new nurse, or Novice. I'm gonna put it here somewhere. But either way, like I had been following her through nursing school anyway, and her whole page is dedicated to helping new nurses. So if you are a new nurse, please check her page out. It's not because I'm being sponsored. I don't know her personally. I just like to share resources that have helped me, because I don't want to say all these things for you to just feel hopeless. Like, there is hope. Like, you are not the only one to go through things. And I was expressing how I felt about, you know, my tough time as being a new grad. And my friend actually let me know that she had a book coming out. So I bought her book, and it's called Lavender and Peppermint Tea. And it's like gentle affirmations for the new nurse. So it just goes to show, like, you are not alone. You too, even if you don't go through this, there's still some tips like that you can take away from it. I thought I walked into nursing with the best mindset, thinking like, no, I already know it's not gonna be easy. I already know it's not gonna be roses. And I still found myself in a whirlwind of just like questioning, anxiety, all of these things. So I think this book is worth it. I didn't truly finish it during the time that I really needed it, but looking back, like, these are still a lot of great resources. Like, one of those chapters meaning like saying you are not alone. And I'm gonna read this to you because like I'm that type of person. So it says, practicing as a new graduate nurse is scary for everyone. We all feel things, just different things, at different times, expressed in different ways. I will not make the mistake to believe I am alone in this. And I think that is like truly what gets people, is you think that you're alone when you're actually really not alone. So this is why I feel like I have an obligation to share and come on here and say, look, you may not have gone through this process yet. You may still be in nursing school. Your job may start tomorrow. You may be in orientation, or you may be a year and some change out, just like me. Either way, like, you're not alone. You're never gonna be alone. You're not the first person to go through it, and you're not gonna be the last person to go through it. And I think the reason why I kind of stayed away from coming on camera is because I convinced myself to believe like, you're the only one feeling this way. And it's just not true. It's not true. But I'm here to let you know your girl is back. Okay, actually Grace is back and better. Also, I'm no longer on night shift, so I just mentally and physically feel better. But if you have questions about that, let me know down below. So yeah, I am back. Thank you guys so much again. Give this video a thumbs up if you just feeling the different energy, feeling the vibes, feeling the ambiance. If you like my mug, okay, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below anything that you like. If you want to be like, girl, I'm mad at you because you've been gone for so long, that's okay. That's okay. Let me know down below, and definitely pull up a chair, stay a while, subscribe. I promise you, I am back. And I have a lot of things coming for you guys. I am on a journey to 5K, and I'm so excited about that. I just want to say, as soon as I hit 5K, I'm definitely going to be doing a giveaway. Like, I love giving away things. Like, that's my love language, I feel like, or one of them. But that is all. And like I always say, if you're going to do anything, even if it's tough, even if you're feeling anxiety, even if you're questioning a lot of things right now, always do it with a sense of peace and grace, and always do it gracefully, like I always say. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.